Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight is September 25th, 2025. This is the meeting of the Select Board in Kennebunkport, Maine. I call this meeting to order. Would you please, those that are here, rise and share with me the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. The next item is to approve the minutes for September 11th, 2025 Select Board.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any further discussion? Seeing none, all in favor? So moved. Item 4 is the public forum. This is an opportunity for anyone who wants to address the Board of Selectmen with any issue that is not on the agenda. No one in the room. Do we have anyone online?
We do. We have Maureen with a hand raised.
Please.
Maureen, you can speak.
Hi, how's everybody? Can you hear
Hi,
me?
Maureen.
Hi, I was just wondering
Maureen,
if...
please, for the record, if you would state your name and address.
Sure, Maureen Summers, Wildwood Avenue, Goose Rocks. I'm looking to see if there's any updates on the expansion of commercial use on the beach in Goose Rocks. Are there any updates?
There are not any current updates. I will say that we met today with EOS and the folks at the Tides, and we are moving forward with those discussions.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, anyone else?
No.
All righty. Item 5, this is to award a bid for wastewater service truck.
Hi, thank you for having me aboard, appreciate it. So we've gone out to bid for a chassis as well as a body for a new truck, a new service truck. We had a budget of $200,000 in the wastewater budget to replace a 13-year-old truck that we have now, starting to have issues with the crane. It's a daily use vehicle for us. It is a critical piece of equipment. It's basically the only service truck that we have, and it has a crane on it to pull. As you may know, we have over 80 small pump stations as well as 16 larger pump stations that we have to deal with. Hence, this is the only piece of equipment that we can utilize to be able to work on that equipment. And it's starting to age. The body itself on the truck is starting to have issues, and so because it's a 13-year-old vehicle, and as I mentioned, it's a daily use vehicle for anybody who's on call, or it's a critical piece of equipment. So we were looking to replace it. This is the cycle that we were replacing in.
So what have your findings been?
Findings, well, we've all right, Lori. Okay, so we basically have pricing from truck manufacturers, chassis manufacturers, as well as truck body. Basically, the truck bodies and upfits companies, and basically the combined value for the two lower prices was $200,640. So, and that's what our recommendation is, to go in that route. Obviously, it's over by $640, but we'll find the funding somewhere else in our budget.
So the capital allotment for this year was 200,000,
Right.
and so that's 640 over.
Yeah. So we're
But on
darn
the next
close.
item, you're also going to be saving about $6,000 from the capital budget.
on the public works side, on the highway
Oh,
side.
that's right.
Highway
it's on the
side, yeah.
public works side,
Yeah.
yeah.
So we're just recommending Arundel Ford as well as Messer, and utilizing those two vendors to build the truck.
I'm kind of glad that a local dealer came up to the front and put a decent bid in. I'd like to make a motion to award the service truck bid to Arundel Ford and Messer for a total of $200,640.
I second it.
I have a first and second. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Thank you very much.
I was remiss in not introducing Eric LaBelle, so folks know who's speaking.
Oh, no, okay, sorry.
And then we have a second a second issue with Eric. Item 6 is award a bid for the Public Works vehicle lift.
Right, so this is, so we're looking for two items. We had two items that we had in on the Highway Division's budget that we were looking to purchase. One is a lift, a 20,000-pound lift, which will allow us quite frankly, it has a greater capacity than the current lift that we have now. With the vehicles that we're getting now, the 1-ton pickup trucks are now becoming heavier, where we're actually starting to exceed the capacity of the existing lift that we have now. And this will allow us to put a 1-ton and lift a 1-ton up in the air. It also allows us to have two vehicles that we might be able to work on at the same time in the garage. So we are looking to set up this lift, not to replace the other lift, but to set it up adjacent. As you may know, that we work on all the vehicles in town, so we may be doing oil changes on a police cruiser at the same time, where we can also be working on one of our pieces of equipment as well, adjacent to each other. So the lift did go over the existing. I believe we had 27,000 in our budget for this. This came in just under 29,000. However, the other item that we were looking to purchase was a trailer. Currently, our trailer is it was kind of a manufactured trailer. It really doesn't have any rating to it because we didn't purchase the trailer. We built the trailer, and it's quite frankly it's aged out. It's falling apart. This will now have it will be a rated trailer, and also with a tilt body on it, which is going to be great for things for equipment such as the skid steer that we just recently purchased. It allows us to drive up onto it, and then the trailer will actually sets down and it actually pivots. So it's interesting. It's maybe hard to describe a little bit, but literally you drive up onto it and actually will shut itself down, then we lock it down.
Is it hydraulic pivot or is it just?
They do make a hydraulic. This one is not necessarily hydraulic. It may have a hydraulic piston.
Yeah.
There are some that have a hydraulic piston that actually can be electrically. You could drive
Lift
up on it, and then you would actually. But we did not choose to go that route.
Just like a shock absorber, though. I mean,
Yes,
it's a piston.
yes,
No, it's
exactly.
perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're recommending on the purchase of those two items, which will put us within the budget that, as Lori mentioned earlier, we had a $47,000 budget. The combined trailer and lift costs are $41,988.40, and we are recommending. I did want to make note that we are recommending, and there's a reason. The trailer, one of the trailers here actually did not have a spindle hook, and all our vehicles have spindle hooks. Is one of the reasons we did not go with that particular trailer. We are recommending the short track as well as the Mohawk lift as well. So, and the Mohawk lift, we did not necessarily go out to bid on the Mohawk lift. We're using Sourcewell, which is a national purchasing agency that gathers bids for municipalities, and that's the price that we're getting here.
So I'll make a motion to award the lift bid to Sourcewell for $28,998.40, and the trailer bid to SR1 Trailers for $12,990.
Second.
For first and a second, any discussion? All in favor? Thank you, Eric.
So are you gonna sell the old trailer or what, or junk it?
I don't know that it's. It
I
may
think
not
you
necessarily
have
roadworthy.
somebody interested.
Are you
over it.
interested in purchasing? I mean,
And I meant to ask you about the
The
truck. Are you gonna sell it or?
there's some discussion. I think I'd like to have that discussion with Lori a little bit. I think our mechanic, the highway mechanic, was thinking about possibly having a truck that he might be able to go on the road with. We were offered for a trade-in about $3,500 for it.
How much?
3,500. That's a sign of
Yeah.
the age of the truck and the condition of the truck currently. So that's a discussion we need to have. I personally, I'm a little split on whether I want to maintain vehicles, any more vehicles than we have to have.
That was my next question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
less is more sometimes.
They have to be insured, they have to be registered, they have to, there's a cost associated with having a vehicle. and this vehicle is tired, and will probably require some investment.
Yep, move it along, see what you can get scrapped.
That's how I look at it.
Good? Yeah.
Good.
Yep. And then item 7, consider the recommended updates to the Conservation Shade Tree Program, tree removal, maintenance, and planting policy, and the website update of an FAQ for the tagged tree program.
So the Shade Tree Committee asked me to bring some changes, some minor changes to the language, the policy forward to bring to you folks, and also bring new frequently asked questions about what a tagged tree is. The intent would be on the frequently asked questions is to place it on the website where we have one where it currently says what is a tagged tree, and instead replace that with frequently asked questions was the intention.
Yeah. I have one comment in reading through. There are some changes that are being proposed, specifically of some concern to me is when it deals with private property and the access to tagged trees. I for one, would ask if I might, and we as a group might have the opportunity to interface a little bit more with the Shade Tree Committee before I personally would be comfortable supporting this at this point in time. So that's my comment.
Want to table it to the next?
Yeah, if that would make sense, to give us,
I'd like that, yeah.
now, is there a time constraint? There's nothing that's gonna,
There's no
be-
urgency here.
if we can do that, then let's get it right. Let's get us all comfortable and on the same page.
Sounds great.
So thank you.
So I have some specific things when they come back and then when we talk. So for example, I'd like to understand the nuance between the change of maintenance to conserving. I was having trouble trying to figure out why we were changing that, so there's got to be a reason. I'd like to understand that. I do have an issue with the private property. I believe, I think sometimes we might be overstepping, and I think we need to really consider and talk through that a little bit more. And then I'd like to just understand in general if we're, like, what I couldn't find in the FAQs is, do we add to this shade tree, the tag trees? Like, are we tagging more? Because I would think that, from what I remember, we have over 2,000 tagged trees. I think,
It's in that range, I believe it's just
yeah,
under.
I think when they came in
Yep.
front of the committee,
Yep.
when they came in front of the board and gave us a presentation, I think, from my recollection, is we have a significant number of tag trees. So I just would like to understand, what are we really doing, and how much can we actually maintain? So,
Yep. Certainly. Would you like, John probably would be the best person to explain some of the language changes. Would you like me to bring him here, or would you like to do this at one of our committee members, one of the committee meetings? I should say?
I'd be happy to meet with one of your committee meetings.
Okay,
Sure, and then we can bring it here, and I could have, and maybe invite one other, if anyone else wanted to join me. The two of us we can have two, so
Sure.
I would be pleased to come, and if someone wanted to join me, there may
Very
be
good.
two of us.
we'll get you invited.
Appreciate it.
Perfect, thank
What
you.
on the
Thank you.
tree committee?
Yeah.
Shade tree,
I'm
yes.
on that, I'm the liaison.
Oh,
I'd be
you're on
happy
it.
to
All
join.
right, so there we are. So
There you
will
go.
it be sorry, Joe.
No, no problem. You
spaced
put me
that.
on it, John.
Yeah, I know it. And you'd think I'd remember important things. That's right.
Voluntold.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Voluntold to be on it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Eric. So on item 8, by state statute, we need to hold, the town needs to hold, the officers, a public hearing on the subject of an article, the articles that we are placing on the ballot at least 10 days before the voting. So the staff is recommending that we hold a public hearing October 9th during our normal meeting, select board meeting, to satisfy this requirement.
I'll make a motion to set the public hearing date for November 4th, election for October 9th, 2025.
second that.
A first and second, all in favor? Great. Okay, Article 9. We will be appointing Claire Julian and Michael West as the election wardens for the November 4th, 2025 election.
So I'd like to make a motion to appoint Claire Julian and Michael West as election warrants for the November 4th, 2025 election.
I have a first.
Second.
I have a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Great. Item 10, we're to appoint Christopher Palmadon to the Kennebunk River Committee with an expiration date of June 2028. We do currently have one member, Anita Carroll, whose term expires in June of 2026. Christopher's term would expire in June of 2028. We do still need one more member representing Kennebunkport. We also need a member from outside either Kennebunk or Kennebunkport. This has traditionally been somebody from Arundel. If anyone from Arundel is listening and have an interest in the Kennebunk River, we would certainly welcome your application. But do I have a motion for Christopher?
So moved.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? We're
No.
good, all in favor.
Yeah, thank you for volunteering.
Thank you, Christopher. We're also asked to appoint Donna Bosworth to the Shade Tree Committee with an expiration date of June 2026.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, all in favor? Great. And this is a bit of a celebration. We have really the privilege and the joy of appointing Nadia Crockett-Current as the Deputy Plumbing Inspector. Nadia has been working to get her certification within codes, which is a tremendous benefit to our town. And I'm pleased and really proud of Nadia to be able to offer her name as an appointment for the Deputy Plumbing Inspector. So I'm going to make that motion. Can I allowed to make a motion? I would like to make the motion to appoint Nadia Crockett-Current as the Deputy Plumbing Inspector.
Second.
First and second, any discussion? All in favor? Congratulations, Nadia. We need to countersign the RSU 21 budget validation warrant. And so this is a motion to allow us to countersign it? Is that what this is? So this,
Just because it takes the majority view to countersign it, so you need to take action to do that.
okay. What, I should put this in the come. Yes, I should read that, right?
You should read that.
Excellent. So the budget has established the third school board has established the third budget to be voted upon by the three towns. The district budget meeting will be held on September 30th with a referendum vote during the general election November 4th, 2025. The new budget is for $61,610,668. Although the enclosed budget sheet shows $61.590 million, so $61,590,000, the school board added $20,000 back to the budget to fund a system-wide efficiency assessment at the request of the new superintendent. State law requires each municipality's board to authorize the warrant so that the vote can be decided whether to approve the budget. So do I have a motion?
So I'd just like to say that the signatures of the board on the warrant does not mean that we approve or recommend the budget. It means that we're allowing it to go to vote.
So noted.
You forgot to read that.
Yes.
Signatures on the warrant. Oh, there's a final statement.
Okay, so I'll make a motion to countersign the RSU 21 budget validation warrant.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor? All righty. And then item 14, authorize the town manager as a Maine Municipal Association voting delegate and to have those credentials. So each year, the Maine Municipal holds its meeting at the MMA convention. Each city and town is allowed to present a voting delegate to vote on behalf of the community. That's when a vote is required. The town manager will be present and is willing to serve as our voting delegate.
So I'd like to make a motion to authorize the town manager as the MMA voting delegate.
Second.
The first and second, all in favor? Thank you, Lori. And now any other business? Joe?
No,
I'm all
Ellen?
set.
All set.
I'm good.
Alan, you didn't want to recognize the last night of softball?
Well, actually, I forgot about that, but yes.
Yes, good.
Softball this year was excellent. There was more, a lot of times there was like 20, 30, up to 40 people there playing and watching. They went into overtime by about 3 weeks, and they all enjoyed it and had a wonderful time. And I enjoyed it too. It's great. There's no other selectmen or select women playing on the softball.
I told you, I throw like a girl.
You can, that's fine. You could do, I bet you would be amazing.
I
bet
can
you
run
would.
and bat, but I throw like a girl, so I'm just saying. Not sure who would want me on their team.
All righty,
That's all I have.
thank you, Alan.
I don't have anything.
All righty, so I'll ask for a vote, please, to approve the September 25th, 2025 treasurer's warrant.
So moved.
Second.
First and second, all in favor? Now I'll ask for a motion for adjournment.
I move to adjourn.
Second.
First and second. Thank you, good night.